Hey fragrance junkies, Kitty K here. Welcome back. Or if you're new here, subscribe down below to join in on my perfume and doll, obviously. But yeah, perfume addiction. I haven't sniffed like a whole lot of honey fragrances, but I can tell you the ones that I like and I don't like. And yeah, let's get right on into it. Kitty K here with her vintage doll of the day. This is Drowsy from Mattel, 1961. She's a stoner just like me. Okay, so I've got my honey fragrances here for you to talk about today. First one is Marc Jacobs Honey, of course. I just gotta say, first off, look at this bottle. It's beautiful, it is sweet, it's innocent, and so is the fragrance inside. She is a fruity punch fragrance with, of course, honey, vanilla, honeysuckle. She's light and she's perfect for springtime. That's Marc Jacobs Honey. So my goal next year is to actually do this YouTube stuff like all the time, like every week. So pray for me. I hope I can do it. It's hard work. You have to like come up with a script and like what you're gonna say, like that's the script. And then you have to come up with the notes of the fragrance. You have to research it on Fragrantica. And then you've got to edit a video. And it takes like 2 hours to look like this. I hope I look good. I hope you guys think that I look pretty in these videos because I'm gonna go all out next year. Every single video I'm gonna be glam and I'm gonna be Kitty K. I'm gonna be like vintage inspired. Today I am channeling Betty Page, as I probably will be in every single video because Betty Page is an iconic bondage queen. Like, okay, somebody called me a dominatrix in one of the live streams. I'm like, I ain't no dominatrix. I'm the opposite. I'm the one that you bind up. I'm not the one that binds you up. I'm the one that you bind up. But yeah, so Betty Page, she was a pin-up model and absolutely gorgeous. Had this classic bang that went from here to here and was curved and just gorgeous. But yeah, I don't know if I can do the Betty Page bangs, but I can totally look Kitty K cute. Like, I'm K, I'm not Betty, so yeah. I did name one of my dolls Betty. That pink-haired one. Oh, don't mind my finger. It has residue from my smoky smoke time. But yeah, that's Betty Page. Alright, I'm back, bitches. The next fragrance I have to talk about is Modern Muse Le Rouge Gloss from Estee Lauder. Estee Lauder is a beautiful, expensive makeup / fragrance cosmetics type company. But anyways, so this fragrance is a cherry, vinyl, and rose fragrance with honey. Of course, honey, and then there's leather in there. It's one of the most beautiful fragrances I've ever smelled in the cherry realm, and it is my fragrance of the night. As Nancy would say, you smell like a lady of the night. And as I say in my head, thank you. But anyways, yeah, so this is cherry, and any cherry fragrance, sexy, embodies sexy. So this is a sexy honey fragrance for all you honey lovers out there. The honey in here is more deeper, but the cherry is tart, it is juicy, and then the vinyl, you can really get that plasticky, leathery feel to it. And then the powderiness and that honey that sweetens up everything. So yeah, Modern Muse Le Rouge Gloss from Estee Lauder. Next I have Elizabeth Taylor's Passion. This beautiful fragrance came in a dark purple bottle in the mid-80s, and there was gold, little gold arrow on it. It was just gorgeous. Anyways, this is a civet, aldehyde, oak moss, gorgeous, thick, heavy, leathery, soapy fragrance. But there's honey in there to sweeten her all up and make her a little bit more sexy, a little bit more feminine. Because if she didn't have that honey in here, this would be a masculine fragrance for sure. But yes, this is a vintage fragrance. This is Elizabeth Taylor's Passion. And yeah, it's super affordable. It is under, I'd say, under about $15. Next, I have an expensive fragrance. This is Amouage Crimson Rocks, and I got it when it first came out, so it costed a ton. Pardon my French, but it costed a lot. Okay, so this fragrance is a beautiful, like, opulent, fragrance. I don't even know how to describe it. It's one of my, it's my favorite fragrance. She is cinnamon. She is honey, and she is cedar. Like, it's just every bit of the ingredients. It's just like it's all laid out there for you, and it smells so realistic. And it comes in like a storyline, and it develops. I just love this. This was my Christmas. No, this was not my Christmas. This was my Christmas Eve scent. I think my Christmas scent was Loonfully. No, my Christmas Eve, one or the other. But yeah, this is Crimson Rocks from Amouage, and the honey in here is spectacular. So next I have Dates Delight from the House of Oud, and this was definitely what I wore on Christmas, so I totally lied before. But this fragrance is dates, honey, cinnamon, sugar, vanilla, caramel. She's just delicious. Muy, muy, muy delicioso, as they would say in Spanish-speaking countries. The House of Oud Dates Delight is absolutely phenomenal. She's my second favorite fragrance in my collection, but she is just decadent, delicious, and the bottle is absolutely gorgeous, and the honey in here definitely sweetens up and gives like a caramelly, syrupy smell to the sugar, and it just makes the fragrance just that much better. So this is Dates Delight from the House of Oud. Next I have Roses Berberanza from the House of Lancome, Maison Lancome. Now she kind of opens up with this funky toe fungus type of smell that people do not like, no likey. So some people could tolerate that opening, some people don't smell it at all, some people hate it. So yeah, don't blind buy this. No blind buy. I see you right there. You want to blind buy this? Sister, no. Okay, so this fragrance is rose, pistachio, hazelnut, vanilla, rum, honey, woodsy notes. She's so jammy and delicious. It's like almost like a cookie with roses, like a rose jam in it, and you can like bite into it. This is date night, like Valentine's Day for sure. So that's Roses Berberanza from the House of Maison Lancome. Cherry, chocolate, honey, cognac, vanilla, amber. Those notes totally make up the fragrance of a serial killer. This fragrance is Ecurio's Blood Cherry Cordial, and she is like a serial killer fragrance. This woman bathed in the blood of younger women to stay healthy, beautiful, and young. And yeah, so this embodies that crazy freaking lady. And to me, I get the blood in here. Like, it almost has a bloody note to it. But yeah, it's like a blood-covered, chocolate-covered cherry cordial. So, it's like you soak that in blood. It's got like a sharp, metallic-y, almost powdery almond kind of feel. But there's definitely cherry-covered, chocolate-covered cherries. Chocolate-covered cherries. So, yeah, that is Blood Cherry Cordial from the House of Ecurio. I hope I said that correctly. L'Instant de Guerlain is the most iconic honey fragrance to me. Like, this is my favorite. If you were to be like, oh, what is the most standout honey fragrance you've ever sniffed? And I would say L'Instant de Guerlain. This is honey, magnolia and vanilla on the Guerlain base, which is the iris powdery vanilla type base that's in all of the female Guerlain fragrances. But this one, oh, spring, like magnolia, honey, and the vanilla is just so beautiful, and it's perfect for this time of year. It's perfect for spring. It is a gorgeous cold type of spring fragrance. This is the Eau de Parfum, so it's more heavy on the vanilla, thicker, and it's not quite as light as the EDT. So yeah, that's L'Instant de Guerlain. Last but not least, I have Blass Hot. This is a vintage fragrance. This fragrance is a honey, carnation, cinnamon, oak moss fragrance on like an orris root, powdery, woody sandalwood type of base. There's a lot of notes in this fragrance. She's opulent. She's vintage. She's from 1992. And she smells hot. Hot, like cinnamon. But she has all those other notes to balance her out and give her a little umph and a little bit of powder, a little bit of oak moss, and a little bit of a lot of carnation. And then, of course, honey all over everything to make it sweeter and more feminine and perfect for the classy woman to wear. So yeah, this vintage fragrance is called Hot from Blass. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe to join in on my perfume. And I suppose you can hear my creaky chair, and you can join in on my dolls. And I could share my doll hauls and all of that good stuff with y'all too. And I can probably talk about Delta 8 and my journey with Delta 8. I could talk about my childhood. I had a crazy, horrible childhood, but I rose above the stereotypical drug addict, no good, nothing type of stereotype that most people that have had my childhood turn out to be. So I could talk about that. I'm a fire survivor, SA survivor, ED survivor. Man, I've been through it. But as you can see, I like weird things, so you can kind of tell I'm a bit, woo. But, you know, aren't we all? And we all have our differences. We all have our weird things that we enjoy. And as you can see, I kind of sort of enjoy life-size dolls. And this here is my Patty Play Pal from 1959. And she costed a lot of money. She's very expensive and sculpted by Neil Eastern. He sculpted Abraham Lincoln, Eleanor Roosevelt, like amazing sculptures in Washington, D.C. Her hair is rooted, it's attached to her head. She's a honey-colored blonde with green eyes. I've got reproduction Patty Play Pal there from the early 2000s. There is a reproduction, well, not reproduction, a clone of Horseman Peggy, Princess Peggy. There is Snow White, a blondie, another blondie, and a pink-haired lady. Horseman Thirsty Walker. Toodles, Annette, and Annette from E.G. And these two are from American Character. But yeah.